Camelot is a heritage-listed large house located at Kirkham Lane near the suburb of Narell in New South Wales, Australia. It was added to the New South Wales Heritage Register on April 2nd, 1999, having satisfied the following criteria. The place is important in demonstrating the course or pattern of cultural or natural history in New South Wales. The place has a strong or special association with a person or group of persons of importance of cultural or natural history of New South Wales history, and the place is important in demonstrating aesthetic characteristics and or a high degree of creative or technical achievement in New South Wales. So Camelot is particularly special through its association with racehorse breeding and it being used as a stud, the farm. James White's association with the house is important as well, as he was so influential on New South Wales Legislative Council and Assembly as the magistrate. He was also a really highly successful breeder. Lastly, its aesthetics characteristics are unusual and unique to Hunt, the person who built it, through his roofline turrets and gables, as well as the other unique insides such as the interior stained glass. Camelot Castle is a historical house of romantic design, built in the late Victorian time of 1888. Its main house comprises of 3 stories, with windows, chimneys, balconies, and steeped wings. The house is also complemented by a smokehouse, a henhouse, stables, an aviary, and a gardener's lodge. Camelot has qualities of Philip Webb's house, built for William Morris circa 1859 in England, and it's also common with the stick style of the US. This late 19th century house was erected on Mirragong and Darug land and the foundations of Capital Oxley's old Kirkham Mill Road after he was granted 240 hectares to farm his merino sheep. It was originally designed by John Horbury Hunt for Mr. James White of Cranebrook of Bellevue Avenue. The house was built and then bought in the 1890s by Florence Faithful Anderson of Goulburn. Since Clarice, her daughter's death, the property was under legal action. Kirkham has been renamed Camelot in 1900, and in 1985 Camelot was then sold to Mr. J. Neal, who subdivided the grounds for housing purposes. The house has been assessed for significance since the State Heritage Register, which states that it retains good integrity, and at the current time of October 2020, it needs further investigation to determine the level of intactness. Camelot has been listed in the Local Environmental Plan of 2010 and the Heritage Study. It's also got a current management plan that is through the Australian Heritage Commission, which is linked to the National Estate Database. They have said that Camelot is one of the finest country houses and remains in excellent condition and is virtually unaltered.